So I've had the Platinum FX and Impulse 500 for more than a month now, and from using them, I can honestly say that these two controllers are the best beginner DJ controllers of the year, hands down. But they're not perfect. Each controller has its own set of strengths and weaknesses, so in this video, I'm gonna let you know what they are, and at the end of the video, I'm gonna compare these two controllers to the reigning best Serato beginner DJ controller, the Pioneer DDJ SB3. Let's start with the Numark Platinum FX. This is a $279 DJ controller that comes with Serato DJ Lite. It has a lot of features like the following: two 6-inch capacitive jog wheels with built-in color displays, 4-deck capabilities, 16 performance pads, 4-inch tempo faders, and exclusive effects paddles. And all these things work perfectly well with Serato DJ Lite. But there are 3 outstanding features this controller offers that really blow the competition away. Number 1. Those 6-inch capacitive jog wheels with color displays. What I really like about these jog wheels besides their size is their weight. You see, most jog wheels feel plasticky and light, but these ones have a premium feel to them, so beat matching feels accurate and precise. Number 2. The 4-inch tempo faders. So speaking about accurate and precise beat matching, size really does matter when it comes to this department. And I'm quite glad the Platinum FX complements their large jog wheels with their long tempo faders. So with these two components, you can tell that professional club standard beat matching is this unit's specialty. Number 3. The effects paddles. There's just something about using these paddles that feels so much better and cooler than pressing a button. Using them just makes activating effects feel fun and intuitive. So from these strengths, you can definitely tell that this controller is perfect for beginner DJs who are getting into the art of DJing, using effects, and especially beat matching. Unfortunately though, I can't say the same when it comes to learning how to scratch on this unit, which brings us to the downsides of using this controller. Number 1. Since the jog wheels are heavy, scratching just feels off with this unit. You see, there's a slight delay when it comes to doing complicated scratches, and as a scratch nerd, I really feel it. So I would say that basic scratching is possible on this thing, but if you want to do super technical scratches, or even if you just want to learn how to scratch, consider something else. Or maybe just wait for a future update, you never know. Number 2. For $279, it's a shame you're only getting RCA outputs. Having more outputs is always better, especially if you plan to take this controller out for DJing. Number 3. The effects section selection. You're limited to using the effects only programmed on this controller unless you remap their functions, which is a hassle for a beginner DJ. Now let's move on to the Hercules Inpulse 500. This is a $299 DJ controller that comes with Serato DJ Lite and DJuice software. And DJuice software is like Serato DJ Pro without the upgrade costs. So exclusive features like using 8 cue points, beat jumping, beat slicing, etc. are all available right from the start. Anyway, this unit comes with everything you'd expect from a premier DJ controller like medium-sized jog wheels, 16 RGB performance pads, and a quality mixer section. And all these expected features work perfectly well with Serato DJ Lite and especially DJuice software. But this controller goes way beyond from what's expected from a beginner DJ unit, so let's start talking about its strengths. Number 1. The premium quality of this unit. This controller just feels expensive. The mixer section is covered with a metal faceplate and all its knobs are encased in metal, which makes this unit way more durable than its cheaper counterparts. Also, its performance pads are RGB, which is crazy for a $30 DJ controller. Number 2. Its many audio input and output options. The Impulse 500 has not only RCA and PL master outputs, but 3.5mm and RCA aux inputs. Number 3. Its beat match guide system. This system visually guides DJs on where to jog wheel and apply the tempo faders to perfectly beat match their songs together without the use of using sync. And as a beginner DJ, using the system to assess your sync rate rather than looking at your computer is way more cooler and useful. Number 4. The jog wheels. Though they may not be as big as the Platinum FXs are, they are solid and reliable when it comes to doing basic and advanced scratching and even super accurate beat matching. So it almost appears like this controller is the one, right? Well, unfortunately though, there is one problem, at least for me. The filter and effects section. This section is tied together. So by default, the filter knob acts as a filter knob. But when you activate an effects button, your filter knob then acts as an effect level depth knob. So to activate an effect, you'll have to first press an effects button and turn the filter knob to activate it. Which means you can't use filter and apply an effect at the same time unless you use DQ software or another controller on Serato DJ to activate effects. So how do these controllers compare to 2018's Pioneer DDJ SB3? Well, here are the SB3 strengths. Number 1, its price. The SB3 only costs $250, making this controller the cheapest from this selection. Number 2, the responsiveness. This controller, like the Hercules Inpulse 500, works lightning fast when it comes to scratching and beat matching. Number 3, the effects section. This controller has separate effects controls, so you can trigger 3 effects of your choice on any deck. And here are this controller's weaknesses. Number 1, its build quality. Compared to the Platinum FX and Impulse 500, the SB3 feels the most light, plasticky, and least premium. Number 2, its RCA only outputs. Like the Platinum FX, this controller only has RCA outputs, which is kinda expected for a controller that costs this little. So which controller is the best for me? Well, here's my ranking. And remember, this is based on my personal experience of using these units for more than a month. So number 3 would go to the Numark Platinum FX, number 2 would go to the Hercules Impulse 500, and number 1 would go to the Pioneer DDJ SB3. You see, the SB3 just offers the best of both worlds with these controllers, and although it doesn't have as many outputs and gimmicks as its new contemporaries do, it does do the job of mixing, scratching, and using effects perfectly well. And that's all I really need when it comes to my side of DJing and maybe yours. And that's it. Let me know which controller was the best for you down below, and with that said, I will see you all in the next one.